in this industry for last 14 beautiful years, and I'm really happy to see this kind of crowd over here. Hats off to the W.Media team for getting this kind of crowd, and hats off to you all guys, because all of us over here are really doing a great job across to make sure that Mumbai and India is growing across with this particular parameter. Now, how can I help you over here, or how can we individually help to each other? So this is what we have done, Profile Solution or my complete team. Out of the 1 gigawatt or somewhere around that particular figure, data centers have been evolving across in India. We were able to help around 800 megawatts of containment. It may be hot aisle, cold aisle, and whatever you see across. In terms of design and everything, we do CFD analysis. Now, what is CFD analysis? It helps you to do something like computational fluid dynamics. It helps you to see how the air, how the water can move across, how the heat is going to be exchanged, and everything like that. What is the other thing which we have? We have fastest amount of deliverables. We as Profile Solutions are able to deliver in a faster lot. We typically have 10 megawatts of typical infrastructure which is already ready at our office or factory or whatsoever. In addition to that, we were the earliest adopter of sustainable parameters for starting like EV vehicles, deliverance, making sure that we make production using solar panels and everything. So what you see across over is the complete CFD. On the right-hand side of mine and left-hand side of yours, what you can see across is a particular CFD simulations which we did across. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, sorry, gentlemen, for this two videos, I would request you to please join me once time permits you. So what you see across on the right-hand side and left of yours is a complete CFD simulation which we did across our cities. Now, what everyone is doing across is 100 megawatts, 200 megawatts, and so on. I believe that will keep on coming and adding across multiple megawatts. But we have a strength of doing across for cities. Now, what you see across is over here, we have done across for a small data center complex, which is having maybe around 3 or 4 data centers, which is right there. You see a taller building, how the air behaves, how the parameter becomes across. Now, Mumbai is a cramped up city, and so is a data center in Navi Mumbai. So this is where we can help you all who are setting up a data center, who are trying to see whether I'm putting across my racks over here, how is the ambient air going to be across. Everything can be put across. Now, this is on the right-hand side is something which, if you have something which is going across liquid immersion and everything, this is a small PCB, and what you see is liquid over here. The video is unfortunately not able to play. I do not know why, but this actually shows across how two-phase of liquid immersion will work, whether it is going to be productive across on that particular part. It is also going to show you the bubbling effects if you have got any bottlenecks for that. How do we make this possible? Design, that's fine. But how is Profile Solution able to deliver? We have been currently delivering around 10 to 20 megawatts per month. Mind it, 10 to 20 megawatts. When I'm saying across in the containment parameters, not about CFD parameters, not about anything else. We are building up a factory which is going to be there across, putting across 150 megawatts per month by June 2025. I hereby invite you all. We will be looking forward for you to helping us and also seeing this particular location go live. So I'll just move across with the containment. This is a cold aisle containment. So I will just speed on things up over here. I know you guys are quick enough to understand and, see that, this is a very simple thing. These are the particular, actual image. And thanks to the earlier session, which Mr. Warek, if I'm taking the name correct, sir, thank you. So this is a material which you are making sure, as his gentleman said, fire is one of the, hidden danger across in data center. How are we taking care? This particular plastic segments is made sure that it says ULV0, ASTM84, so that makes you this particular panel a really, really good component to work with. What Profile Solution is also able to give is, when we give across a solution or a product to any of the customers which we have, we say this is going to be aligning across with the fire norms. Anything, any product which is plastic or any particular material which does not identify as a fire retardant kind of thing, we will in fact give you a certificate if it doesn't. That's a commitment which we have. These are the images across. This is the hot aisle containment. On the right of mine, if you see, that's an hot aisle containment. So the ceiling is not shown, but I'll come to that. We have an integrated kind of thing. Now I'm coming across the ceiling. What you see over here is an acoustic ceiling which has been put across. It is also taking, it's unfortunately not taking load, but we have a structural ceiling which is there. Now, at certain areas where you have volatile containment, you need a phenom for the air to return back to that particular area. So what we have done over here is a completely new design, which is able to take a point load of 250 kg load at the distance of, at a centralized distance of almost around 1200 mm. So this is a very, very world-class product which we have over here. I have also fellow members who are also presenting this particular product. So I wish that you also go through them also and this particular product which is there. So this is able to take load on the bottom side as well as top. In cases of, the sheet which we have put it across over here is also compliant with fire norms at that border. So these are the various dimensions what you can see. On the right hand side of what I'm showing across, you have this grid and then you have supports on the bottom side as well as on top side, which helps you to have maybe around 60 years, 70 years. The only stopping factor is the load or your design parameters. So it is able to take a load and you can potentially also add further more load to this particular unit. So these are the particular designs which is available in seismic parameters according to the requirement as per the customers. Now, what I'm presenting is something which many of the cloud players are doing, maybe around AWS, Google, or Microsoft, or something like that, which is doing across. So this is an additional advantage in which if your kilowatt systems goes higher, this is a floor standing hack. I call it hack oil containment. So this is the ceiling supported. Okay. Now data centers are evolving. Right now we have a multi-flory buildings and everything. Okay. But days are not far when data center will try to go away from the cities, from the tier 1, tier 2 cities. And if they are building across the ground, then the floor supported hack or floor supported ceiling is the one. We make sure that whatever design we give across to a customer is validated at our end itself. And the validation which Profile Solution does across, believe me, in the market, if you have any brand which is solid, we are the ones which are really damn good. So when we do this particular design, we inherently do across the load analysis, how the load is going to be transferred. This is one particular image which is there, in which, partially in the construction phase, you see this kind of entire Lego kind of systems. And please note, this is a floor standing. None of the supports are taken from the actual ceiling. So making sure that, this complete structure is standing by itself with whatever load parameters it is being asked to. I'm just going to slide through some of the, this is the one which I'm talking about. This is an analysis which my team has done across, in which we are seeing across the various iron structure, whichever are there across. And what you see in rainbow color, which is over here, is actually shows across what is the parameter of deflection. So out here, if you see across, this is the red particular segment. So what is the deflection which is getting? So it is identified out that particular locations. This is done as a default condition. There is no particular additional feature or additional cost which is associated with that. So this is floor standing hack. Me and my team would be there at the floor. I will introduce to them all as well. So I will try to, taking concerns of the time and the energy which you are spending, I'll just move to the next one. Where are we present here? We are present majorly in India, Mumbai, Noida, Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, which has not been pumped across. We are also there in Singapore, Malaysia, recently in Indonesia. So we are planning to make sure that when I set 150 megawatts, I'm looking for an APAC kind of market, even furthermore than that. This is the plant which is there, which is around 1 year back. So how are we going to deliver? This is a video of almost 1 year. We are trying to use across a very sustainable kind of thing. So when we did this, we made sure that nothing is done in such a way that it disturbs any nature. So we have multiple areas where we have made sure that we have used across the land or the material which is ready at that particular thing, instead of building something around that. And the easiest way is kind of LEED certification, or maybe around even more than that. So this is going to be 2 lakh square feet. This is right now in a building stage, and it would be soon be delivered across somewhere on March or April. Yeah, so just to put across, summarize, 800 megawatts, that's Profile Solution. 4 gigawatts, that's Profile Solution. So we are the leaders, and we intend to be the leaders all the way along. We look across, if you see these names across, we have already delivered this particular products, and we are also delivering to new particular companies, whichever are there in this particular market. So that's what, this is Darshan. I am there across, floating around this particular area. I have Puneet also, and I have Sandeep also, who would be of help. please get back to us. If you bump in, we'll be wonderful across to have a small chat. Thank you. Thank you for gentlemen who are sitting around. Thank you. It's been lovely. Thank you.